Sisters and brothers, welcome back. It's absolutely crazy how many secrets there are in Gloomwood. One quick disclaimer before we start though. I used cheats to make life easier as I gathered footage for this video, but cheats are absolutely not required to do anything apart from just one thing that I'm going to demonstrate in this video. I love you. Now let's go get all this goodness. First and foremost is a shortcut I only discovered while recording this video, but it is crazy obvious. As soon as you get out of the pit, you can just jump up on this barrel and then you have access to the area at the top of the elevator and the rest of the level. Next up is box skip. Grab this box right here and you can place it near the edge of the platform and use it to jump to this vent, which has a chain you can climb up. From here you can also access the rest of the level. Or if we go back to the top of the first elevator, we can jump through this gap here and break the boards on this window, which we can then jump out, and this gives us a new route to the cave where we find a safe containing a silenced pistol and some bullets for the revolver and the Undertaker, which is what the silenced pistol is called, and I think that is a fantastic name. Now that we have access to the docks, I have one of the biggest shortcuts in the game to demonstrate, and I'm willing to bet no one knows about this. You can literally just swim to the end of this level and skip everything else here. If you just follow these glowing spots underwater, you won't even be visible to the enemies as you leave the dock area. If you already knew about this, you have to tell me in the comments. I was today years old when I found this skip. Moving back inside the first building, rather than going down this hallway, you can break these boards and climb this chain into the room with the safe containing the revolver, a useless book, a brooch, and 2 more bullets. Just one room over, we have the elevator button we haven't used yet, so we can plug it in here and ride up to an ammo crate and another way onto the roof, but I recommend hanging onto your elevator button, and I will explain why when we get to the best place to use it. But if we go out the revolver safe room the other way, there is an ammo crate in the boat hanging above the ramp in the boathouse here. And if we continue through this vent, we can access the bottom of the stairwell and a room containing a map, Undertaker ammo, and these 2 door controls. Once we get up on the roof, we find the Watchtower, to which there is currently no key. At least not that anybody seems to have found. But this is the one thing you can only do with cheats that I was talking about back at the beginning of the video. And this is what you find: an empty pistol, an empty chest, 1 healing syringe, and 4 tins of food. Oh, and also a dead guy. Not terribly interesting, so if you aren't cheating, you're also not missing much. If you climb on the roof here, these 2 pipes will take you to the next building over and allow you to completely avoid the enemies inside by going through the 2 open windows in the roof. There is a box of bullets stashed in this boat down here, and behind this waterfall is a secret area with a ton of cheese, and less importantly, some more bullets. In this hut, near the end of the level, there is another revolver, and a quick tip here: you can take bullets out of any gun you can pick up. You just need to have the inventory space to hold the gun, and you just right-click, click unload, then add the bullet to an existing stack. Now on to the mines. There aren't a ton of shortcuts or secret areas here, but there is one major one. You can jump down here if you are sick of living. Alternatively, I recommend jumping down here and then swimming through this underwater passage to the next area of the level. Once you have left the mines, if you look under this platform, you will find some more bullets, and if you take a right, there is a cave that doubles back to the first level and takes you to an area under the shack right near the entrance to the mines. After leaving the shack basement, you can jump down here and walk through this cave, finding some more ammo and a rope that will take you up behind this building here. Then, if you jump off this ledge, you can skip the whole path that normally gets you down here and have direct access to this little chapel, which has some ammo in the basement and the steeple, but be careful getting down from the steeple, as the fall is lethal. Around the back of the butcher's shack, there is a hole you can go through to get inside. Alternatively, you can use the side door, drop through this hole in the floor, and avoid all the baddies entirely. Now, just before the slaughtered goat, you can jump over this wall and drop down onto these ledges to completely skip the interior of the slaughtered goat, but again, be careful as this fall can also be lethal. There isn't much inside the slaughtered goat, but if you remember the extra button we had earlier, this is where I would use it. If you go up the elevator, there is a place to put that button that then lets you go back down to the basement on the elevator. One other tip for this area is that the beastie seems to be able to hear the safe being tampered with, so be ready to hide if you start entering the combo. The next area is heavily guarded, but it is also possible to completely bypass all of these guards. Just carefully hop the fence, land on the ledge below, and watch out for the bear traps. And this brings us to the final secret I have found in Gloomwood Early Access, the bookcase switch in the lighthouse basement. Flipping this reveals an elevator, and if you ride that down, you have access to the entrance to the marketplace, which isn't open yet. Alright, that is everything I have found so far in Gloomwood Early Access. If you learned something new or just enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, or better yet, go watch another video on the channel. I love you, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of the day.